Do you think the nanny is doing okay?
Why don't you ask me in person?
Because I'm hiding in the bathroom.
Why?
Because your mother still terrifies me.
Still?
Honey, we've been married for over 7 years, and we're the most successful couple of all her children.
Yeah, but just because we're well off doesn't mean she'll automatically love me or something.
She does love you.
You don't know that for sure.
I'm pretty sure I know for certain. We were also the first couple to give her a grandkid. Oh, right. Yeah, you're probably right. Sorry.
No worries. You get anxious. I totally get it. But babe, we've been married for 7 years and have a 5-year-old son. You don't have to hide in the bathroom during family gatherings.
Why did we have to leave behind Matthew anyways?
Are you asking because you use him as a buffer between you and the rest of my family?
How dare you? Yes?
I love you. And I'm sorry that the first time we had occasion to use our nanny for a night out was to go to a celebration dinner with my family.
I mean, at least the restaurant is nice. You should see the bathrooms.
Are you going to come back to the table anytime soon?
Maybe. Just give me another couple of minutes. Your mother was just about to ask me where we're thinking of buying our foreign property. She's convinced that it's just going to be a summer home, but I don't want to explain to her that we'll be there 6 months out of the year.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough conversation. I mean, she'll feel robbed of her grandson, but we definitely need to be between both places, for both my clients and your company.
I know. I don't regret our decision at all. I mean, they have great charities over there that I would love to visit and give our support to. I think having those connections will be really great for my company to have. I mean, for tax purposes, as well as philanthropic ones. A lot of investors ask what charities we support.
Yeah, it's definitely the best thing for our family and our future. I just hope that it doesn't affect Matthew too much.
Well, we agreed to try it out for 1 year, and then if it's too much trouble for Matthew, then we'll figure something else out. Matthew comes first.
Yes, and I'm sure my mother would feel better about everything once she knew that Matthew is our main concern. Although I'm sure she'll ask him to stay on this continent full-time with her. Wow, maybe I should be the one to speak with her.
Please do.
Honey, you close out on million-dollar deals and have merged with 2 companies already, all by 35. And you're scared to speak with my mother?
Well, yeah. It's easier to close out $1 million deal than to speak to your mother about keeping her from her grandson for 6 months of the year.
Absolutely. Okay, then I'll talk to her. I mean, it won't be until the end of the year.
Yeah. How do you think the nanny is doing?
Are you just using this as an excuse to stay hidden in the bathroom?
It's a really nice bathroom.
Well, I'm sure the nanny is doing fine. Her interview was very impressive, and she seemed to be keen to start right away. What's she studying again?
Business.
Right. That's why we want to support her.
Exactly. Do you think your mom will find it weird, like us paying off our nanny's debts? I just remember being in her shoes all those years ago, and this was our idea of being philanthropy that wasn't charity.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll probably think it's weird, but we're still going to do it. I can't wait to announce it to her. When are we going to tell Justine?
I don't know. Maybe tonight. Her finals are soon, if I remember correctly, so it might be best to do it sooner rather than later. And then maybe she'll consider sticking around, even with our weird 6 months here, 6 months there schedule. I mean, Matthew really likes her, and it's been a month. And you remember how terrible our last nanny was.
Yeah, don't remind me. We were basically paying her top dollar to turn the television on, put snacks out, and nap. And then she had the audacity to bring that boy over.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it. That's why we should probably tell Justine right away about us paying for her schooling, before we tell her that we'll only be employing her for 6 months of the year.
I agree. I mean, even if we don't end up persuading her to stay on board with us and only work 6 months of the year, at least we did something nice for someone. I mean, that was one of the first reasons why we wanted to grow our companies as big as we did, being able to help people.
And it's great that it's Justine we'll be helping. She's been so kind, and she even likes hanging out with me. The other day we had so much fun dressing each other up in my fancy dresses and things.
I sense that you just really want a daughter.
Maybe a little.
we will see about us having another kid. In the meantime, let's focus on helping out those that we can. And for that, my mother can't blame us. So do you think you'll come back out to the dinner table? I've been getting scolded for being on my phone. Before you know it, they're going to think I'm having an affair with someone with how much I'm smiling at my phone.
What? A man can't smile down at texts from his wife?
Very unlikely.
You can't see it, but I'm sticking out my tongue at you.
I can't believe that we both are CEOs of very successful companies that bring in nearly 8 figures annually.
If we can't have fun while doing it, then what's the point?
You're exactly right. I love you, honey. The nanny is fine. Matthew is fine. And my mother will be fine.
Okay. I'm coming back out. See you in a bit.
Love you.
You already said. I love you too. Hey, Mrs. H. Hey, Justine. How are you doing? Studying away, I hope. Yeah. I just wanted to ask if I could come over today, get a few hours in and help out around the house. Yeah, absolutely. I'm currently at the office, but Alexander should be home with Matthew. Honestly, Alex would probably appreciate the help with Matthew. Okay, great. Yeah, I'll make my way over. Are you okay? I mean, is everything going okay in your life? What do you mean? Well, I just noticed you seemed a bit distracted when we returned home after that family dinner. I just wanted to check up on you and make sure you were okay. Yeah, I'm great. Fine. I guess I just had a lot on my mind. Penny for your thoughts? I have 15 minutes before my next meeting. Oh, no, that's fine. Really, you don't need to worry about me. I like you, Justine, a lot. So does Alex. You're like the teenage daughter we don't have. Oh, well, I am 21. Oh, sorry. I don't mean it like you're a kid. You're just so much younger, and I remember being that age. You're just so young. Don't worry, I'm not offended or anything. And nothing bad is happening. I guess I am just a bit stressed out. May I ask about what? Maybe I can help. You can talk to me, you know. It's really not that big of a deal. I guess just the thought about my student debt gets really overwhelming this time of year, especially when I have to start thinking about the textbooks, classes, and labs I have to sign up and pay for next semester. And then, you know, job security. I guess I just get really stressed and start spiraling a bit. But it's not like I'm the first student in the world. I mean, you went to school for business, right? Yep, that's right. And I didn't start my company until I was 26 years old. I had to work a few terrible corporate jobs, but that only drove me further to pursue my dreams of having my own startup. Why make someone else rich when you can make yourself rich, right? Exactly. I guess I was just stressed about work and school and all of that. Well, trust me when I say you really don't need to be. Oh, yeah, I guess. Well, that answered a lot of my questions. It has? Are you sure? Yes, thank you. I feel a lot better. I think I know what I have to do now. Really? That's great. You know, getting to where you want to be will take a lot of work and feels overwhelming at times, but it's worth it. You just have to get what you want by any means necessary, from paying off your student debt, to finding a job, to starting your own business if that's what you want to do. By any means necessary. That's what I tell myself at least, especially when we're facing a difficult decision or hitting a bump in the company. I just remind myself to do what I need to do. Yeah, that's great advice, Mrs. H. Thank you, honey. I know that it's stressful being in your second to last year of university and how daunting it seems to go out into the real world. But just know that you're not alone. There are many kids in your shoes, and there will always be a solution for those who look for it. Sometimes it's all about having the guts to do what needs to be done. You should write a book or something. No, not really my thing. I enjoy the work that I do. And I hope you do too. I mean, Matthew loves you and thinks you're a lot of fun. And those French lessons have really been paying off. He was able to introduce himself in French the other day. I'm glad that someone is benefiting from my French immersion classes. Oh, trust me, Justine. In business, being bilingual is a great skill to have. You can forge some really close bonds and elicit loyalty from people if you speak their language. I'm glad you think so. Hopefully someone will find that skill useful and worth enough to keep me around. Oh, I'm sure they will. Yeah. Well, I should get going. I'll go help out with Matthew and around the house, give Mr. H some time to work in peace. That would be absolutely fantastic, dear. Oh, before I forget, are you available Sunday evening? Yeah, I should be. Why? Well, Mr. H and I wanted to sit down and have a conversation with you. We were thinking of putting Matthew to bed early and having a late dinner. Our treat. How does that sound? Oh, yeah, great. Sounds good. Are you sure? We want to make sure we aren't infringing on your life or something. No, it's fine. Trust me. Okay, and you know we do. Great. Well, I better go. Same. I have a meeting. Good talking to you. I'm glad I was able to be of some help. You were a lot of help, Mrs. H. Thank you. Anytime, Justine.
Hey, honey, what are the chances that Justine would watch Matthew this afternoon?
I don't see why she wouldn't. Why? I don't remember us having any plans tonight.
Well, it would only be for a couple of hours. Basically, this company that is helping my team with marketing is throwing a barbecue thing for Relief Aid. Anyways, it would look good for us to go and show our support.
Oh, yeah, that sounds nice. I'm sure that Justine would be happy to watch Matthew. And she agreed to dinner on Sunday, by the way. I think that would be the perfect time to tell her.
Okay, whatever you think is best. I definitely noticed that she's been a bit weird lately. Maybe not weird, but distant and distracted. Even with Matthew.
Yeah, I noticed that too. So I had a talk with her, and she's just been a bit stressed and overwhelmed with her schooling and job security and whatnot. I think kind of just the usual fears of any university student.
Well, at least we can keep her employed and also help her with her school fees.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I can text her and ask her to come in. I mean, Carla will be over in a bit to tidy up, and we won't be gone long.
I don't see us being gone for more than 3 hours. Long enough to enjoy the barbecue, shake if you had to talk to some people. It'll be nice.
It will be.
I would bring along Matthew, but I think he would be bored. It's more of an adult event than a family event. It's just going to be a bunch of business people having a barbecue.
Yeah, I think Matthew would probably drive one of us insane with how bored he is. No, I agree. I'll talk to Justine.
Okay, great. I can swing by your office and pick you up if you'd like.
Yeah, that would work well.
And hopefully Justine will be feeling a lot better today. She was really weird when she came over the other day. I mean, she still took Matthew and took care of him and allowed me to work in the home office for a little bit, which was nice, but I actually found her almost sneaking upstairs.
Sneaking? She must know by now that she's welcome in any part of our house. Why would she be sneaking around?
I have no idea. I was pretty confused by that as well. I asked her what she was doing, and she almost seemed a little bit mad at me for asking. I mean, Justine is so nice, and I wouldn't expect her to do something like that. But of course, like you said, it seems like she's been a bit stressed and overwhelmed lately. So I don't blame her.
Yeah, hopefully she is feeling a lot better today, now that I've spoken to her.
I'm sure it was just a one-time thing. I even explained to her that she is free to explore the house whenever she wants.
Exactly. Okay, I will text her and ask her to watch Matthew.
Great, thank you.
No problem.
Hey honey, where did you go?
I promise I'm not hiding out in a bathroom. I just got pulled aside by some people interested in working with my company. Why? What's up?
I just got a text from Carla. And then I just got off the phone with her.
OMG, what happened? Is everything all right with Matthew?
From what I can tell, yes. Everything seems to be fine with him.
Then what? What's wrong? Why would you make it sound like something's wrong?
Sorry. Well, actually, it's not okay. Basically, Carla texted me and was asking me where we were. I told her that we were at a barbecue event fundraiser thing for work, and then she asked me if Justine was around.
What? Of course Justine was around. We would never leave Matthew on his own. Wait, where was Justine?
That's the thing. She doesn't know. When she got there, she just found Matthew sitting on the couch at home alone.
What? Are you serious? And Justine isn't there? She's sure? Maybe she's taking a nap or something. I don't know, she must be there. We literally saw her go home on the camera after picking up Matthew from preschool.
Well, that's a good idea.
What do you mean? What's a good idea?
Well, maybe we can look at the camera.
Okay, wait, slow down. I'm confused. Was Justine there or not?
No, it seems like Justine isn't there. I mean, after Carla found Matthew on his own, she started looking around the house. And our house is big, but it's not big enough to lose a person.
This can't be happening. How long has Matthew been on his own? Carla is still there, right?
Yes, Carla is staying with Matthew, feeding him some food and just watching over him. She says that he looks fine and everything, so it must have not been long. Why would Justine leave?
Do you think she had an emergency or something?
Maybe, but why wouldn't she bring Matthew with her if she was leaving?
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But maybe it was like some big family emergency and she felt like she couldn't bring Matthew along with her?
I don't know. Even that doesn't make much sense.
No, it doesn't. And Carla is 100% sure that Justine isn't there? How long ago did she find Matthew?
She found him about 20 minutes ago. She said that she looked all over there and it looked like someone was in the house, but that they left in a rush.
You don't think anything bad happened to Justine, do you? OMG, I'm going to feel so guilty if something happened to her at our house. But what could have even happened?
I have no idea. I'm honestly so concerned and confused at the same time. I mean, even if Justine had an emergency to attend to or something, she should have brought Matthew along with her. You know, instead of leaving him at home alone by himself. She didn't even text us. I've tried calling her 3 times already.
And she hasn't answered you?
No, she hasn't. I have no idea what's going on. This does not seem like Justine at all.
Exactly. I'm just glad Matthew's okay, but now I'm concerned about Justine. What could have happened to her to make her leave Matthew like that?
I have no idea. I just hope that she's okay. Do you think I should call around to different hospitals or something?
No, I'm sure if it was that serious, we would have heard something by now. She would have texted or something.
But she didn't, and she left our son alone at home. He's only 5 years old.
I know. Where did Carla find him?
Well, he was just kind of parked in front of the TV. He seems like he didn't even realize Justine was gone.
Okay, so maybe Carla just missed her or something. I can't imagine that she left Matthew on his own for very long, which is why it's weird that she's not answering her phone. The only thing that makes sense to me is that she had some sort of emergency or had to go to the store really quickly. Nothing that would force her to leave Matthew at home by himself for hours. Maybe she's already on her way back.
Well, why wouldn't she be answering her phone then?
I have no idea. Let me try and phone her.
Wow, this keeps getting worse.
What?
All of your jewelry is gone. And our fancy silver, and those weird, rare ornaments you bought from abroad. They're all gone, apparently.
OMG, do you think our house was robbed and Justine tried to stop them or something? I hope not. I hope that she's okay. I would hate it if anything happened to her while she was at our house.
Okay, we seriously need to go. I will text her and call her while coming back to you.
Okay, I think I'm gonna find the cops.
Yeah, you do that.
Hello? Justine, please answer us. We're worried sick. Did something happen? Where did you go? Are you in trouble? Hello? I'm going to be just fine. What does that mean? Are you okay? I'm perfectly fine. What? Wait, what do you mean? It's just like you said. I just had to do what I needed to do to get where I want. What? Are you okay? It looks like the house has been ransacked. Matthew was left alone, thankfully, but we're worried sick about you. Where are you? I told you. I had to do what I needed to do. Okay, Justine, you're seriously freaking me out. What's going on? What do you mean you had to do it? Well, it's just like you said, by any means necessary. It just sucks that I had to take your advice of all people. What does that mean? I thought we got along well. Maybe, but definitely not anymore. What? Matthew let it slip that you were planning on moving, that you were going to move to an entirely different continent without me. Did he? I didn't know that he understood what we were saying to him. So it is true? You were just gonna leave me high and dry? Give me this good job for what, a month, and then you're going to leave? What? No, this is why I didn't want Matthew to say anything. You wanted your son to keep your secrets? That's sick. No, it's not like that. I just mean that we were going to talk to you. No, you were going to lie to me. I told you about my being anxious about job security, and you just brushed me off. I thought you meant after college. I didn't think that you actually meant the job you have now with us. No, you wouldn't, because you're too busy being a successful CEO or whatever they care about what other people are going through. Okay, seriously, what is going on with you? Why are you speaking to me like this? I came to you and opened up about all the things I was worried about, and you had the audacity to listen to me, and yet you were gonna fire me. So I had to do what I had to do in order to pay off my student loans and ensure my future financially. Are you saying that you were the one that ransacked our house, who robbed us? Why do you care? You were just going to leave anyway. Do you know how insane this all is? This is so totally out of bounds. What were you thinking? I can't believe that you think you're still all high and mighty. You are seriously tiring. What? Just tell me what is going on in the simplest terms. Well, I'm already gone, and so are all of your valuables, stupid. We hired you because we thought we'd pay your college tuition, but now I guess you'll be too busy in prison to go to school now. Huh? No, you're lying. No, why do you think we wanted to have dinner with you on Sunday? Why do you think I said that you don't need to worry about your school debt? You're sending the police after me? It was all just a misunderstanding. You're seriously blowing everything out of proportion. I seriously am not. I can't believe you. After we let you into our home, into our family. You know, Matthew really liked you. You had a secure job with us. Yes, we were leaving at the end of the year to live abroad for 6 months at a time, but we would have paid you super well for the 6 months that we were here to make up for the 6 months of non-work. What? Yeah, your future was secured. You really did not need to worry about school fees or job security. And I guess that still rings true now. Wait, if you're forgiving me? Fantastic! I can't believe that I won't have to have a large student debt anymore. This is going to be so great. No, I'm not forgiving you. You just won't need to worry about school debt or job security from behind prison bars. What? You can't be serious. You should have thought this through before abandoning our son, who is only 5 years old, and before betraying our trust and stealing from us. No, I'll bring it back. I'm sorry. The police should be on their way to you now. Goodbye, Justine. By the time the cops got a hold of Justine, she was on the other side of the city with a car full of stolen goods. Because everything she had totaled well over 6 figures, she was given a full trial with a judge, jury, and everything. Even though my husband and I are busy people, we made sure to make time to go to each and every hearing. Justine was sentenced to 3 years in prison. She had a bright future ahead of her, but it looks like she was too impatient to wait for that bright future.